What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today we're back on the road to #1 in the world on Geoguessr duels. Let's see how things are at the moment. We've actually dropped back out of the top 100. Let's just get straight into duels here and see if we can actually regain some of our lost positions from last episode. Heading into the first duel here, we're against Lodisco, who is 895 rated. We'll see if we can make it a nice quick one here and see what this first round is. Maybe like Netherlands or something, but actually it's rolling landscape, so I think it should be Denmark. I think I'll just go for it here. I feel relatively confident when I see like these kind of slightly undulating hills that it should just be Denmark most times. But we'll see. It was actually all the way north in Denmark there, but that is a good start to the video. And our opponent gets a little bit of a nice guess as well. So fairly standard one. Let's see what happens on the next one. I could have moved there for extra clues, but on like a vibe guess, it's better to go quickly, as some of you guys have been pointing out in the comments. So this one is going to be somewhere in Serbia. I think I'll just go straight away here again. It could even be like a bit further south. They kind of look like North Macedonia, so I want to try that. I have no idea how hilly it is though, so maybe should have moved to check that out. Again, it's good to go quickly, especially against an 800 rated opponent. And yeah, was actually just right there, so good guess from our opponent going in Belgrade, but it's going to be a decent amount of damage. 663 to be precise, so we move into the lead. And the next one here, what's this pavement? Almost feels like Polish or something to me. And so, yeah, I mean, that looks like Polish language for sure. I'm not really sure where, so I'll click middle of the country here and hope for the best. Yeah, heading into Generation 4 here. I doubt there's going to be anything too useful. Well, it's just on the outskirts of Warsaw there, so yeah, I mean, good guesses from our opponent so far, definitely showing himself to be quite competent in Europe. So yeah, we'll see what happens on round number 4 here. And it looks like we are driving right-hand side of the road here, and we're in Switzerland. I don't know where this would be. I mean, we can go for a bit of language here. I mean, it's a small country, but we may as well just go down the road to see. Bit of slow internet today as well, unfortunately, but we'll have to deal with it. We didn't get any language here, so I'm going to click the middle of the country, as any wise person would do, and it was just south of Zurich there, so we are going to take a little bit of damage once again. Good guess from our opponent, and it's going to be 68 points of damage. Okay, so heading through to the multis. Slight advantage here. It's going to be another Switzerland. What's going to be going on here? Kind of rocky mountains here. We have a bollard. Don't really know. I don't really know my my Swiss bollards, but I would click, generally speaking, over here on around like this. Although we did have highway signs, so I really should have checked them. Looks like German language, so I think we're good on that front. It's disappeared though, so I guess probably same for our opponent. And yeah, we vibe guessed it better than they did, and they probably were able to see the sign. So, well, maybe not actually read it properly though. Anyway, next round here, onto double damage. We've got a sign right here, so let's go for it. Looks like Indo. Don't know any of those places. Could still be Philippines. Looks like it is Indo though. Interesting. Really big insulators on that pole. Reminds me of Sumatra, but the whole round kind of feels more like Sulawesi. So, ooh, interesting. Got the black car here. Yeah, this is the type of round where I should like just search around a little bit more for some more pole tops, because that's all I know in Indonesia. I don't know my Kabupaten or anything like that, unfortunately. So, pole here. Certainly, ooh, that's interesting. So that could fit for either. Probably fits better for Sulawesi, in my opinion, thus far, but not entirely sure. Yeah, I don't think reading those is going to do us any favors here. We gotta make up our mind based on polls, I think. And so, what about that? Yeah, bollards. I don't know. It's kind of ambiguous. This could actually be somewhere. Ooh, is that like a that lamp? That lamp is almost like similar to the eastern Kalimantan. But I don't think that makes a lot of sense. What about these places? Lepai. We could search for that quickly. Okay, so our opponent goes in here. Lepai. Don't see. I might just hedge here anyway. I don't know. I wanted to check here as well. Lepai. Don't see it. Huh. I mean, I thought the poles looked like this, but yeah, it was just Kalima in Sulawesi there, so going to be a 2.3k there. Unfortunately, our opponent probably just scanned for the towns and was able to find one of them. Probably should have done the same, but yeah, in Indonesia, like, I don't really know any town names, so that's a problem. Okay, this one should be somewhere in Czechoslovakia, interestingly, with that guardrail. I think we go really quickly here. Slovakia feels better just because the road quality is a little bit worse, but can easily be Czechia too. Also like a steel roof like this, and yeah, it was there, and our opponent goes Romania. Not really a big surprise there. That was a hard round. Didn't look like Slovakia to me, to be fair, at all. So no surprises there that our opponent misses it. Next one here is going to be somewhere in Botswana. That's good for us, potentially. Yeah, should be all the way north here on a dirt road, huh? I think we just go real quick here, like hedge it between everything that's possible. Like mound area is possible here, this area is possible, this area is possible too. Our opponent's not quite sure, sending the confused emoji and just guesses in Senegal. Yeah, missing the car meta there, and yeah, obviously we kind of knew the area, so that is great for us, and we get 2 points off rating. Well played to our opponent, really nice game from them. Okay, headed through to the next one. We're against Yu. I think this is my friend Yu, so should be a fun duel. I mean, Yu's a good player, so we have to play well here. Should be starting off in Argentina or Uruguay as well. A bit of red soil here. Feels more Uruguayan. Could just be the middle of Uruguay, or maybe a bit further. I don't know. Where would this be? I think I go Uruguay here. I think I'll just send it. But I'm curious to see. We probably should have checked the plate. I mean, the plate is Uruguayan, I believe. So that's at least some good news here. We've got like plenty of signage around. I mean, like, initial vibe was just near Montevideo, but I could actually see this being like a bunch of different places. So I like middle, and it was actually, yeah, just middle, but on the west coast, and he goes in Bolivia. So Yu off to a shaky start there, but I did put the pressure on. It might not actually be my same friend Yu. I'm not sure without the profile picture, but let's see what's happening next here. Should be somewhere in Puerto Rico. Indeed, we got that antenna there. It's a big divided highway. It's not actually in San Juan this time, so I wonder where we're going to be. I mean, let's check the road angle here. Actually, we do have like a kilometer marker there. 68 kilometers away from, I think I'll just say we're 68 kilometers away from San Juan. That's my main guess here. I mean, it would make sense if it's going to be east and we're traveling east, so I do like that, but yeah, really no idea. I wonder if there's anything on the other side of the road. It seems like we can't even jump over there anyway, so we'll see what our opponent knows here, and they should get it. And yeah, it was actually, okay, did kind of underestimate. That's 25 kilometers, yeah, so it was exactly 60 whatever kilometers from San Juan. I just underestimated how small Puerto Rico is. Okay, next one here, we got the Sri Lanka car. It's fairly dusty. I feel like this is just center of the country, exactly. So I think I like this. So, if you guys don't know, Sri Lanka has these like square concrete poles with the dots that don't go all the way down to the ground. So very similar to the Thai ones, but the Thai ones have the dots that go all the way down. And I feel like the Thai ones are often a bit darker. The concrete's a bit darker as well, so... Okay, that's going to take you below 3,000 health here. Really good advantage going into the multis after the next round. And this one's interesting. Probably Bolivia. Or is it South Africa? It might be South Africa, actually. Yeah. And so, what are we actually working with here? Plates seem fairly, like, wide. Oh, it's actually Kenya. That's why. I was going to say, they don't look like South African plates. And we have... what looks to be the silver Google car here, which always was more common in the west of Kenya. Now, this could still be Nairobi, but I think I like something up in the mountains here, so I'll just go for that. Maybe, like, this is all a bit too flat here. Could be like, yeah, I feel like where I clicked is pretty good, or like anything in these hills around here should be the correct answer. No doubt the town name is nearby, but I think going quickly. I have a resolution, and a lot of you guys were suggesting in the comments to go a bit quicker. And there we go, the vibe is correct. It was just in this town here. It's going to be another good bit of damage there, 402. So it's really been a really consistent duel so far, but now the multis start, and that's where it all matters. This looks European, that's almost certain. But I don't pick up the country yet, so we will actually have to move. Check out what this number plate is. I mean, vibes-wise, before we get anywhere... I don't know where I place that architecture, to be honest, so I think it is a good idea to go for extra info here. It does say ARES, so I wonder if it is Spain. We've got Turkish flag there. That's good. So, vibes-wise, then, for Turkey, more European, I would say. We may actually get some extra info for water tanks or something up on the roof here. Not really. I do want to just go for a bit more here. I think I would click center of the country here. Yeah, I think this is like more of like a center click. So let's go for that. Could even be as far as Sivas or something, or maybe even south. I don't know. I didn't actually get a strong vibe here for Turkey in the first place anyway. So I hope this is decent. I mean, I think it should be, but yeah. Not too much to say here. It's quite generic. Where will our opponent go is the other question. Was actually closer to Istanbul, yeah. Guesses in Çorum, not a bad guess, but it's obviously going to be good damage for us there. Yeah, just near Izmit there. I don't know, that was, yeah, it felt strange, for sure. Okay, next one should be Iceland, I think. And this time, okay, so it is Iceland, though I want to check out here, whether we could be in the other main city. I think that's what it feels more like this time. Yeah, I want to guess there. I think this feels like this city here, and like we might be down a little bit outside the city or something like that. I'm willing to go for the risk here because our opponent will probably go. I don't know. It doesn't look like Reykjavik, so I think they might not go Reykjavik, but they might not go here, and that would be obviously great damage for us. It could also be like west, I guess, or east. I mean. Oh my gosh, I didn't just do that. I saw the chevron was right. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, we almost die there. That's very fortunate that we don't. So, wow, I was just so sure. That's really such a throw. Yeah, okay. No time to complain or anything. Let's just win the duel now. So I think it's Colombia here. But it could be Ecuador, so I want to make out, if we can, any license plate or something. Obviously, we need to go quickly here, and the internet's not going to play on our side, so... Oh man, Generation 4, that's at least something. I think for that reason, we go for our guess here. Well, oh, it's not Generation 4, it's just Sunny. Okay, that's good to know. Almost just guessed on that. Okay, what's this? Nothing. Okay. I mean, like, polls almost, I don't know. Polls are pretty similar between the two countries here. Any car? Okay, what about that kilometer marker thing? You do see cows. I think it's still Colombia, but especially because it's a dirt road, which is more common there. And we're in trouble here with this internet and everything, so I think we have to head back the other direction now. See if we can make out a car. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if through there in the carport there was something. Should I check? I don't know. Still think Colombia here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I went Iceland on that. Let's see here. Okay. Man, this moving is just pretty horrible. Okay, what's that pole? It's almost like square. Very strange. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just Colombia or Ecuador though. We can't see anything there, can we? Oh my gosh, guys. Our opponent is also just going for info. I mean, I think I'm making the right decision here by moving, but it is a bit painful, isn't it? What about this? Is it? Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting bridge. We can go through here, and do we have any number plate here? Surely we do. Okay, not really. Okay, very concerning stuff here. If we can go that direction, that would be nice, but we can't. But I feel like we're heading to more civilization. There's a bunch of people around. Can we see the number plate on here? Oh my gosh, it switches coverage. Okay, back here. Can we make anything out? No, we can't. Oh my goodness, guys. The trials and tribulations continue here. That's a Colombian cross on the sign. So, I would go here. I would go, like, here. And call it a day. So, all down to luck now, or not luck, but all down to our opponent's guess, I guess, to decide whether we lose a lot of points here after playing so well. It was a very, very bad guess on the last round. So let's see what happens here. Will our opponent know the country? And, ooh, we had a very nice 5 guess there. So we're going to survive at least. Do quite a bit of damage there. Oh my gosh, it's down to 300 points apiece here. This duel is not disappointing. And we have some Senegal. I don't like the look of that, I can't lie. We go quickly here, and we guess near Dakar. And I would say slightly north here is the vibe. I would go like that, I think. Oh my gosh, guys. This is highly intense. I don't think we die here. I think this guess is good enough, unless it's like here, and he guesses here. I don't think it's out here. I don't think it's up there. It could be up to Saint Louis, but I think we're fine here. I think. Okay, that's good. That's good. It was all the way north, though. He could have easily gotten it, and we survived by the skin of our teeth. Oh my goodness, guys. I would have been so sad if we lost that duel. So, GG. I gotta go and look at that round again, guys. Aren't you kind of keen to see that? So, look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, guys. I cannot, like, it's gonna be so obvious to me as I load in here. But, I mean, yeah, it was Generation 3, right? So it was a bit different. This is what we were looking at. I mean, oh my gosh. I don't know, it still looks like Iceland, but I think the houses are too red and stuff like that. And we had dashes on the outside of the road, which I somehow just completely ignored, which is kind of wild. And we drove past that car, and I didn't see a blue strip on it. So, yeah, I mean, like, some cars, like, you know, most cars in Norway should have a blue strip, so that was kind of wild. We're very lucky. If we guessed Reykjavik, we would have died there, so it's kind of crazy. Anyway, we're against GeoPro now. Time to not guess Iceland on Norway, I guess, but, you know, mistakes happen, it's okay. We move. This is, I believe, Madagascar? They have blue strips in Madagascar is the question, though. I guess they must, or I don't know what that plate's all about, but the fact that we're in a trekker with someone following should mean that we're there. And there is, like, I'm just trying to think. Umbunja is a bit greener, I think. I might actually go Umbunja here. Look, we have Kills South, which would fit decently for it. And what about North here? Not so much. And we could go for extra info here. I'm just going to go for that. I think Umbunja's a bit greener, but no, it was there. Okay, good. So there we go. We got the guy with the, you know, glasses on following there in Umbunja. GeoPro knew it, which is good because a few weeks ago I wouldn't have known that one, I think. I just happened to have checked it out. Anyway, here we have some of our favorite country, Kyrgyzstan, which I learnt recently. Just trying to see if we have anything unique on the car. We do not. So let's check out where we think we are. Probably Bishkek, actually. I just looked at the car so far, but we do have mountains south. It is flat north, so I think we just go Bishkek here and call it a day. Our opponent should do the same. And, wow, it was just downtown there. So a good guess from us, no complaints at all. Both getting very close so far. No damage done, essentially. Next one here should be somewhere in Sri Lanka. Vibes would take me like here, I think, so I'm just going to go for it. But yeah, it should be somewhere in the north half of the country. Yeah, it was even quite a bit further north there, that's fine. Obviously only going to be 200 points of damage, so yeah, nothing really too sad there. Okay, heading through to the next one here, GeoPro, obviously playing quite nicely. I don't know who GeoPro is, necessarily, unless they go by another alias elsewhere. This one should be Greece, and I'm just wondering if we're going to get much here by moving. Makal, Greece. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get too much. It doesn't look like we're going to be near any big signs, so let's just see if we can vibe it out here. Kind of a bigger town, quite flat here. I'm going to go further north because it kind of feels a bit Balkan, like more so feeling. I could go Thessaloniki instead. Yeah, I'll go Thessaloniki, actually. You know what? It does feel like it could be there for sure. And if not, I expect it shouldn't be too far. Yeah, it was in another town they're nearby. So I think today is a strange day. I'm making lots of good guesses and lots of bad ones, but mostly good ones. And we have some Aussie here, which I really like. Let's see if we can make the most of it. Feels like Queensland, probably just Brisbane. But actually, that's a yellow thing on the pole. So I think this is actually going to be Sydney, or like nearby Sydney instead. And this is very overexposed coverage, very hard to see anything. Opponent goes in, and again, we're lagging so much that it's really hard to make out much. We do have yellow plates here. But it's too tropical to go Sydney. I think I will go Coffs Harbour instead. It could be Sydney, though. And it was indeed Sydney. Our opponent goes in Tasmania. That's a pretty wild guess, considering how tropical things were feeling there. And honestly, a bad guess from me as well, because should just be going Sydney there. But yeah, we didn't get much of a sample size. It was pretty lively there, in all fairness to me. This one's just Poland. I mean, I thought it was. We have holy poles and Scots pine trees, so that really does feel good. And I think the region guess should be fine, although of course it's Poland, so you never quite know, and it's just on the border with Lviv there. It's going to be 500 points damage back in their favor. Next one here is 2.5 times damage. We're looking at some Poland here again, I believe, or is this Lithuania? We got bollards here. I think this is Lithuanian bollards, yeah. And it's very flat, and we don't get too much else, so I think we click middle of the country here. And when it's very flat in Lithuania, that's often a good decision. Like, the hills are more so in the east and some in the west as well. It was a bit further west, though, so very similar guess from our opponent. Okay, so in the lead here, but nothing crazy, and there are still plenty of types of rounds where we could suffer heavily if there's some kind of sign that I can't scan for. Okay, this is interesting. We should be in Bangkok, I guess, with that, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that exists in Vientiane. And what does this say? Ooh, interesting. We have like a town name there. Watanakol. So is that actually a place? Guys, I have no idea Thai place names. But I'll have a look around just in case. Watanakol is probably a suburb, right? It's probably a suburb here. But I don't think it's worth scanning there necessarily, so we'll just place our marker down. Can we find anything else here? I mean, let's just confirm it is Thailand. I can only assume with these poles and everything. Yeah, it's Thai number plates as well. That's good. So can we make it out to any like normal coverage here? I mean, this is pretty cool. Okay, what do vibes say here? Okay, this is definitely... It can still be Bangkok, but it feels quite... What would you say? It feels quite different, you know? I think I want to guess a bit further out here. But, yeah, I think I do. I want to go a bit further northeast here. Watanakol. I want to go even a bit further out, like this. I hope it's not just Bangkok. It was near Bangkok in like Pattaya area, so it's going to be huge damage. 2.2k there. Yeah, didn't know about that bite coverage. Probably not too much of it exists, at least after Generation 4 came through, so probably not essential knowledge, but I'll try and remember it for next time. This one is going to be somewhere in Southeast Asia again. It's going to be Philippines, and let's just get some quick info here. It's a painted bottom of the pole. Yeah, so I'll go further north here, assuming it is Philippines. Yeah, it is. So, yeah, that should normally be like a north thing. I'm going to go straight for it there. Manila area is the meta I came up with for these painted bottom of the pole. But this is only like light yellow, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's wrong. It was just in Quezon City there. So, opponent guesses super close. Maybe had Quezon City as a sign or something. It's quite possible, because that was very urban. Anyway, next one here. I'm going to be somewhere in like Northern Mariana Islands or something like that here. I think it is Northern Mariana Islands, actually. Ocean North. We don't have any of the roof rack. Yeah, they have different blurs as well. So let's just go in here. Our opponent will know it, and they'll probably 5k. And hopefully, I guess here would be good enough. Yeah, I mean, Capital Hill, I think that's where we are. Let's try that. Anyway, yeah, fairly standard and stock standard stuff here with the antenna and everything like that. So yeah, shouldn't really be fearing losing too many points here, is my thought. And indeed, we are right there. So things right in the balance here. Obviously, that couple of rounds there. The Thailand was devastating for no reason. I should have just gone Bangkok, but I don't know. Vibes were didn't feel like Bangkok, and I was right. I guess I was right that it wasn't. Anyway, next one here is it. Okay, we have an antenna. I think this is Croatia, but I'm actually not. Or is it Hungary? Yeah, this signs are really high. So yeah, I think this is Hungary. In which case, might go a bit further west here. It's strange to have like summer generation 3, but I think we do kind of have to be in Hungary here. Yeah, what about this? Like, did we go this direction? I'm actually kind of goldfish brain, bro. Oh yeah, that's the right chevron, so we can go here. Just an interesting round, and I doubt there's too much info nearby, so I think we should be good with our plonk. I mean, it does kind of look like Ukraine, but we plonked correctly anyway, so that's great. Obviously, huge damage here. 2.1k. Very nice. I mean, like someone just said, if it's Hungary, but it doesn't feel like Hungary, go near the lake, and that's literally the meta I used this just then, so... I mean, it worked. Okay, this is obviously kind of stuff where we want to move and find some language, and that is nothing. Although I bet it says Delhi somewhere. Well, we have the right language here, so I think we can, and it's very like polluted, so I feel like New Delhi, you know, fits the bill very, very nicely here, surely. Don't see anything here that says it, but I don't see anything that says anything else as well, so I think we should be fine here to guess in New Delhi, and it was. Very nice. Actually, it's south side of the city. Normally it's north side, which is funny, but there we go. It's actually another 95 points of damage. It's not nothing. Okay, 5.5 times damage here. White car in our favorite country, Senegal, and I think I go south of the river here. I think I go like here. And yeah, we both go the same place. Definitely a lot of that kind of coverage around there with the white car. It's going to be a bit more damage, 308. Nothing to be sneezed at here. Round 14, I think the highest we ever went was round 20, so this is getting long. This is getting long. And what do we have here? Antenna, I hate these rounds. It's probably Poland. Which is obviously terrible news. Actually, it's, what are these bollards then? Are we actually in Croatia here? I think we got to go for extra info here, obviously, on a highway. There's likely to be some. And so, yeah, Novska. I think this is probably somewhere near the border. Let's go for these signs over here and then make our guess. So, we know the country here. We should be okay to survive, at least. The question is, can we knock him out? So, we are near Oyek. Okay, these places. Let me just get in the... I can't describe. Let me just get in the map here. So, that place is familiar. That's that. And the Slovenian border, I assume that says on the A3. Where's the A3? A5's there. So, Lipik and... What are these other places? Don't see them. Unless they're smaller. A3, though. I gotta scan for A3, and I'm not good at scanning, guys. Okay, A5's there. A3 should appear any moment, right? But I don't see it. A3. Oh, man. Because the thing is, like, it's a big city, so what about the 47, then? 38. 47. Okay, Lipik's there. Okay, we just go. Look, we might be fairly significantly far away. I just had to go, and yeah, our opponent gets it, but that's fine. Yeah, and it's only going to be like 270 points of damage. So that's actually basically ideal there because I suck at moving rounds and, well, up to 6.5 times damage. So, you know, it's okay. Okay, this should be Monaco. This is Monaco. Yeah, it not only should be, but it is Monaco. And we are looking north there. We're going to be right there. Oh, on the next peninsula, I guess. Again, just going to be 13 damage. That's fine. We're up to round number 16 here, guys. This is exciting. Would love to win this. And let's see what we get here. I'm going to be somewhere in Israel or Jordan. I mean, Israel or Palestine. Opponent guesses here. Do we have the follow car? What about if we cross the road here? Do we have the follow car? It's like we don't, but it feels like that kind of territory, right? So, oh gosh, I gotta get into the country here. I think I go like here. This should be fine, right? Okay, was just north there. Just no follow car. It confused me. It's going to be big damage, obviously. 672 damage there. Oosh. Not good, not good. Anyway, next one here, going to be Britain. We could just plonk instantly and hedge our bets. I think that's what we might do here. No, I don't know area codes or anything. Alderstone. What does that say? What does this say? Ooh. Oh man, I'd love to read that. Oh no. Alderstone. I don't know what that is. Is that a famous place? It should be south here with that tree. Alderstone. We'll quickly search. Don't see it. Anywhere out there? No. Okay, we go like here then. That's fine. If we lose, we lose. I kind of felt like it was okay. But obviously there might be more signage nearby that just gives it away. So, I don't know. Put the pressure on. You know, that's what I gotta do. I gotta... Oh, yes. Let's go. It's outside of London. That should be enough, surely. That is enough, I'm pretty sure. Oh, let's go, guys. That's good. That's good. Just had to vibe it, guys. It's 13 points. We make it out alive in what was an incredibly scary few duels there. And I'm just gonna, for my heart's sake and for you guys' heart's sake, I'm gonna have to call it there. That was a 3-duel episode and it almost took half an hour. Pretty nuts stuff, but we made it through and we actually did a whole episode without losing one and we made it to 1400. So I feel pretty good about that. But guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Give it a like if you enjoyed and I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Till next time and goodbye.